What would you do if you started with nothing and you wanted to make a ton of money with AI and you had a millionaire mindset?
Here's how I would use AI to make thousands of dollars a month in passive income, starting with less than $100. He says, I often wonder what I would do if I went broke and had to start all over again. Luckily, thanks to AI, there's never been a more exciting time to make money. I was especially inspired after reading about a college student who launched an AI business making $64,000 a month. So if I had to begin today with just $100 in my pocket, here's how I would use AI to generate thousands of dollars a month in passive income. Number one, identify a fast-moving trend. My best advice is to start with what you know the best or research the latest viral posts on social media. As an example, since so many businesses are trying to figure out how to use AI to improve their bottom line, we'll make our topic AI for small businesses and startups.
One thing you always hear in the business world is money loves speed. And it's so true. Having that first person advantage, that's what AI is bringing to the table. You can start when you see a hot topic, you see something trending, you can jump right on there and start making things happen. So that's what AI is so amazing, is you're going to be able to build things much quicker. We're already seeing that. Get that first person advantage, and money is therefore coming quicker. When you hear make money online, that seems like such a cliche, and how to make money fast. People hate those terms, but that's really what AI is allowing you to do right now.
Yeah, and I like his first idea, which is identify a fast-moving trend. And he said, so we'll make our topic AI for small businesses and startups. Because if you're like James and I, and we're just digging into AI and we're learning all these tools and all these amazing ways to make money or make a business more efficient or do things faster, well, guess what? Small businesses will pay for that because they want to learn this stuff. They just don't have the time. And so imagine, I believe that one of the fastest growing, let's call it occupations or businesses, will be an AI consultancy that you can get with local businesses or big businesses and consult with them and be an AI manager, so to speak, like a chief AI officer, for example, and show them how to not just dramatically speed up how fast they do their work, but even ways to dramatically cut expenses by using AI and speed up the time that they can get things done. So I think that's a great idea, very smart on this guy's part. So let's go and look at step number 2. And in step number 2, he says, become an expert in 24 hours. Take a day away from any distractions to learn about the latest time and money-saving AI tools for core business functions. Scour the internet. Go through TikTok and Instagram, watch YouTube videos, and consume every AI tweet. Pretty much what you and I do, right, James?
Exactly.
We scour the internet about AI, right? Then distill everything you learned into a comprehensive document. If you don't like to write, record yourself sharing your knowledge. Don't plagiarize in a 2-hour video. You can even use ChatGPT to help you create the video script. When you're finished, upload that document or unedited video into an online course creator such as Corso. All right. So now we're talking about how can you quickly become an expert? Well, you can use AI. You can type into ChatGPT, especially if it's tied to the internet, so it's real time, right? And become an expert very, very quickly. By the way, it is actually possible to become an expert very quickly because this is such a new industry that there isn't a whole lot to learn just yet. You can actually quickly learn what tools are the best for small businesses and quickly learn your way through them. And then now you've got a new skill. Step number 3 is build a logo and website for your course. I'm not going to read through this, but it's pretty easy to do. You can build a logo or a website. You can use Midjourney to create images. There are some great website building tools. We've talked about those in our newsletter as well. Step number 4, use AI as your marketing and sales team. For the last step, you can outsource all your marketing strategy and copywriting to ChatGPT. All you need to do is study up on the best prompts to get the most out of this magician. I believe that Twitter threads are the best resource. You can use the platform to create a newsletter, draft viral tweets, and churn out irresistible emails, all without having to write a word of it yourself. And that's it. AI can be a great tool for making money, and it sure as hell beats selling flowers on street corners. So there's what a self-made millionaire says would be his go-to way to make money with AI right now.
I think a big I agree with a lot of that, especially with small business, because a lot of small business people, they're entrepreneurs, obviously. They want to make money. That's what they're in the business of doing. They don't have the time, like you said, Dave, but they've heard of AI. Everyone in the business world has heard of AI right now. So there's a lot of opportunity to go to small business and say, I know of this chatbot, or I could do this for you. I can give you this. So especially businesses that are making money, if you're able to increase conversions, let's say on their website by 5%, because you can create an AI chatbot, that could be worth thousands of dollars to their bottom line. Sometimes people think so small. They think of, well, I could sell a product for 50 bucks. No, if you can move the needle for a business, it might be a little tweak for you or a little tweak from the AI, but you're saying, I'm going to be able to generate you an extra $100,000 a month. Would you be willing to pay me $1,000? Yeah.
Right.
What business isn't going to do that? So that's the thing. It's that sometimes it's just little tweaks that can be done to give them massive leverage, massive money, and then you can obviously charge a lot more for that because you're making them a lot more money.
That's exactly right. I recently saw a video of Alex Hermosi talking about this, and he said, if you go to work, let's say as a consultant or whatever, for a $10 million a year company, and you can help them move the needle by, let's say, 0.5%, let's say $500,000, I think that's the math. And would they be willing to pay you 10% of that, $50,000 or even $100,000 or whatever? So the way you make big money is you approach a bigger company where moving the needle a little bit makes them a huge amount of money. You take a percentage off that, and now you're doing really, really well. So I really like this. And it's interesting, James, that it coincides with me thinking AI consultants are going to be a big thing.
Absolutely.
And it's not even that difficult, in my opinion. If you're the type of person who can jump in and immerse yourself in something and learn it really fast, then very soon you're the expert. Because guess what? There aren't a whole lot of experts right now. It's very new, right? So you're one of those leading edge experts right now. I mean, I can even see at some point, James, and this is why I was thinking about this, that people tune into our channel and they're like, man, these guys know all these different tools. They've covered this, and this. I want to hire you guys, right?
Sure.
I really believe that some companies will be coming along and going, can we pay you guys? Because you guys know every single way to optimize a business using these different tools, and you've actually tested these tools yourselves, right? So that alone could be a multi-million-dollar business, just being an AI consultant. Brand new occupation, brand new business.
Exactly. And you look at cryptocurrency back in the day, a lot of the people that are now considered the forefront leaders of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general, they were nobodies, quote unquote, in the crypto space because they had just started, but they were there for the beginning. They were there. And then all of a sudden, it's okay, that person's been in the crypto space for 6 years.
Right.
And they're the expert almost by default. And that's where you can position yourself with AI, even though AI is moving so quickly. Actually, that's the thing. It took several years for cryptocurrency to really take. It's not that way with AI now. It's moving so exponentially quickly. So you can become the expert that much more quickly.
Exactly.
So, and you don't even have to be that much of an expert. If you're just one step ahead of that business person, that in and of itself may even be an advantage to you to not be this kind of PhD far off person. No, I was just like you a couple months ago, but here's what I've learned, blah, blah, blah. And then boom, they relate to you and they'll pay you.
And if you decide to specialize, you may either decide to specialize or you may just find yourself ending up specializing. I'll give you an example. One of my clients is a doctor, and we've installed some marketing in her business that is going to do amazing for her. And she knows other doctors. So what we can end up doing is specializing just in that field. And once you have a successful, let's call it a successful cookie cutter formula for this niche, could be a doctor, a dentist, a lawyer, it could be a plumber, right? Could be anybody. But once you've had some great success with one, now you can go and attract other people like them, other businesses in the same niche. And now that's where you actually can end up charging more because you've got proven results that have worked really well for one business, and now you're simply approaching similar businesses. So that's another way to kind of expand really fast and use the power of a previous success to build future successes.
And again, you don't need a lot of money to do this. This is where we're in such a great time where there's these cheap tools that you can use. Also, because it's so quick. Just because you're out there as someone that knows AI, it's not like you have to have millions of dollars behind you with all this past history. Just if you're on top of it, that is enough at this point to crush everybody else, because you're just a step ahead of everyone else. So you absolutely can do this with very little money starting out.
Here's what I would do. I would take some time and I would study all the AI tools out there specific to businesses, right? And then I would put together a package of services that make the most sense for a business, that are going to give them the highest result, either speed of implementation, increase efficiencies, lower expenses, maybe even, I mean, it sounds bad, but maybe even replace employees with AI and things like that. And in that process, you are now creating a super powerful package for that business owner that can make them a lot more money and save them a lot more money, and just make you their best friend. So that's an idea of what this particular person is talking about, and I think that's a great way to go. Now, that's just one idea, right? We're not saying that you should go out and be an AI consultant. We're just saying there's so many opportunities with this to be able to offer all kinds of businesses. But this one made a lot of sense to me. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this video, and we'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.